Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mitchie's Motivational Monday. I'm Mitch. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you guys had an incredible week, incredible weekend, and were able to refresh, start over again today, set yourself up for a great week. You know, so many things happen to us in life, and just having that Monday mornings always seem to be the hardest part of the week, right? They're always the most dreaded because you have this amazing weekend, hopefully, and Sunday night, most of us are already thinking about work on Monday morning, dreading going in if we have the luxury of having a job to go to even right now. And it's hard to get motivated. It's hard to get motivated in these times today. And one of the best things I can give you for help through that is to set your mind up, right? We have to set our minds up because our mindset is everything. How you feel in your mind, what you tell yourself every morning, what you tell yourself every day, what you tell yourself in every situation sets you up for either success or failing. There's no way around it. If you go into the morning and you say, man, today's going to suck. Guess what? Today's going to suck. There's no way around it. That's your mindset. Your mind has convinced you already that you are going to not have a good day. Now take the flip side to that. I'm going to have a great day. This is going to be an amazing day. I'm going to have a great week. See the difference right there? It sets you up for that positive energy to go forward. Today, mostly, I wanted to talk about vibrations and vibrational energies. We are surrounded by vibrational energies. We're created. We are ourselves, our entire being, everything in this world is a vibration. Everything has a vibration. We have a vibration. And we all vibrate on different frequencies. And so an example of that is, excuse me, when you meet someone for the first time, more often than not, there's an energy exchange. You don't really even have to have much verbal communication, but you already feel and you already know where that person is, right? In your vibrational field, because they're either on your vibration or they're not. And you know it, you feel it. And so that's how you run into those situations in life where you meet somebody and you're like, this person's all right. Or the opposite. You're like, just something about this person just is not sitting well with me. Something's not sitting well. And when you have that feel, that's your energies. That's their energies. Their energies are not working with yours. They are working against it. And that sets up that defense mechanism. It's almost like people say intuition, right? We have an intuition. Intuition is nothing more than a gut feeling. And where does that gut feeling come from? Energies. All the energies you feel. How many times have you been going, like, something's not right, something bad's going to happen today? I could just feel it. And lo and behold, something might happen that was not planned for, and that turned out to be a bad thing. So that's kind of how we guard ourselves in situations. It's almost like a instinctive feel, an instinctive defense mechanism that we go through and we feel, and if we don't take heed to it, that was our warning, right? And the same to be said when you meet somebody, like I said earlier, when you meet somebody new and that vibration just clicks, whether it be a male, a female, it doesn't matter. If you're out looking for a mate, if you're out looking for a partner, if you're out just meeting people, you're looking for someone to be a friend, you ever have that moment where you're like, this is the one? That's what it's all about. So if you have that mindset, if you have that positive energy that you're giving off, it comes back. It's like you almost have to look at people as a reflection of you. People are a reflection of your energies. It's like a mirror where you take and you're projecting your positive energy to somebody. They could be having the worst day ever. They could be in the most shittiest mood, but after they feel that exchange, that positive energy come at them, regardless of how they're coming at you, their tone will change. It's amazing. It really is. I had to give you an example. I was having some issues with my phone carrier, And, I was angry and I was upset. And I'm talking to the girl that's trying to help me out, and I'm explaining for like the 30th time the situation, what had happened, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, listen, I'm sorry. I know this is coming across or being directed at you, but it's not at you. This is all about the situation. And she's like, I totally understand. Well, towards the end of the whole thing, everything, she was able to get everything resolved and called me back the next day and, told me about the resolutions that she came up with and why things had happened. And I was okay with it, right? And she said, I at the end of it all, she's like, I want to thank you for being so understanding. And I'm like, listen, it's not always about the problem. It's about the resolution. And, we get back what we give in life. I gave you good energy when we discussed this, when we worked through this. I wasn't a jerk. I wasn't mean to you. It's not your fault. Why should I be? So because I was positive towards her and gave her that positive energy, she in turn went over and above. She went up like 4 steps up the ladder to try and get resolution, as much resolution as she could get me to solve the problem and to make me feel vindicated, so to speak. I don't think vindicated is the right word, but you get my point. And I said that to her. I said, none of this is by chance. You're giving me back what I gave you, and that feels really, she goes, exactly. And it was a really good exchange. That could have went totally the other way. If I would have been just all negative energy towards this person, what happens? They get that negative energy from us, from me, and their walls go up, their defenses go up, and all of a sudden they're negative because that's what happens. They're a mirror of us. And a lot of times people are. The other thing we have to think about is we never know in life what kind of a day that other person's had. You run into a perfect stranger, and they might come off as the biggest jerk alive, but give them grace because you don't know what their day was about. You don't know what their day was like. So all those things being said, I want to maintain that point of positive energy, right? This is supposed to be a Monday motivation to get us through the work week. And I guess my best advice is to change your energy. Look at yourself. Change your outlook. Change the way you view things in life. And you'll see things through a different lens. You'll see things through a different perspective. I wasn't always like this. This is something I grew into. I'm 52 years old, and I mean, it wasn't until I got into cryptocurrency, honestly, that things in my life started to really do 180s and change, and my views and my perspectives changed, and my focus changed, and my focus changed from me and my family that needed me all these years to other people, and to not put myself first, but to put others in front. I mean, yeah, we have to take care of ourselves. Don't get me wrong. We have to look out for number one, because if we're not able to do it, we're not there. If we're not here for others, then it's worthless. But by putting others in front of yourself, it's what they call selflessness. And when you start to do that, your internal being changed, right? Next week, I'm going to talk about happiness versus joy. There's a big difference between happiness and joy, and I want to touch base a little bit more on that with you guys. Now, just a little bit of background. I have no teaching degree. I have no teaching skills. I didn't go to college. I went to trade school. I became a carpenter. I've been a carpenter for 32 years. And this is all just, I guess, wisdom, if you will, from going around the block a few times and learning along the way. We all fall down, and it's not how many times we fall. It's not how hard we fall. It's not why we fall, but it's how we pick ourselves back up and what we do from that point forward. So there's a positive side to everything. And I just want to be here every morning on Mondays and wish you guys the best week. And hopefully these messages come across. Hopefully people find inspiration by them and changes somebody's focus, changes somebody's life. It helps set me up for a good week, because this is building my positive energy for the week. This builds my positive energy by giving it to you. And so that's one of the main reasons I'm doing this, not just for you, for me as well. And we all can benefit from it. So that being said, I don't want to be long-winded. I don't want to beat the dead horse, say the same things over and over again. So each week I'm going to try and do something a little bit differently, and we'll see how it goes. Everything has a evolution that it goes through, right? So in the meantime, check out Crypto Campfire Podcast. Check out clintwestwood.net. If you don't follow these guys, follow Clint Westwood on Twitter. Look him up. Litecoin Lisa, those two doing the Happy Hour Roadshow. Check that out. That's a great thing on Fridays. Every Friday at 4 o'clock Central Time, they do happy hour. And, you know, it is what it is. They're sipping cocktails, talking about the week, and talking about things to come and views and stuff like that. So it's a great show, great energy. So check that out. And until next week, I hope you guys have an amazing one. Go out there and do something right for yourself. Do something right for someone else. And you'll be amazed how that positive mindset, that positive energy that you put out will change what you get back. Give it a try. Until next week, you guys have a great one. Love you all. Peace.